All right, we'll be starting here in a few. All right, check. Let's get this going. All right, so today what we're going to be going over, man, I know you all have heard so far this week has been crazy, but right now AI is moving at a speed that we've never seen it move before. All right, this is about to be a serious 2025, and if you aren't on board with AI, using it in your business, using these different tools out here, man, you will be left behind. But fortunately, you can learn quickly. Okay, it does not take long to start learning and using and implementing these different tools, and we're going to show you how. All right, so of course now you could always check out our site AI Hub 247. We give you a free AI toolkit, toolbox that will be updating frequently. Okay, as I learn, you get access to these different tools. Take advantage. Okay, and full disclaimer, I do get commissions as you sign up for these tools, but I'm not charging you anything. Okay, you're gonna be paying for these tools anyway. Check this out. Use what I'm using. Check everything out, man. I'm telling you, there's so much to gain here, man. So let's go ahead and get started, man. So as you all know, ChatGPT they've been dominating the scene. Okay, I have a list of prompts that we'll be going through here, but ChatGPT has been dominating the scene, and now DeepSeek has come on board. All right, and we're going to be seeing exactly why the people are talking about it, what they're talking about, and is it a ChatGPT killer? Okay, is that true? Is that something that you think that could happen? Today we're going to be putting all of these AI powerhouses head to head, no filter, no fluff. We're just going to be looking at raw performance, okay? So we'll be testing their response quality, their speed, their creativity. This is the DeepSeek, of course, but we're going to be checking both of them out. We're going to be checking out how they handle controversial topics. Also, what kind of up-to-date searches they have. How up-to-date are they? Of course, we know ChatGPT, they have the ability now to search the web, which is a major come up. That pretty much gives it real-time data access, okay? But we're going to be checking this out. And of course, if you don't know, DeepSeek, has revolutionized some things because it's at a fraction of the cost, quite frankly. That's the real big talks about it. China has come up with DeepSeek. And of course, if you don't know, the creator here, Mr. Liang, Chinese entrepreneur. He did run a quantitative hedge fund formerly, High Flyer. But then he started getting into this different thing. He started buying up chips and putting together his own AI model, okay? So we're going to be putting this thing together. We're going to be looking exactly how these two tools compare. Now, quite frankly, I love ChatGPT, okay? Especially if you have the API access, things like that. Building out your own programs, which a lot of programs now are already using. Okay, a lot of these different AI programs, all they're doing is utilizing ChatGPT's API. Okay. So let's get right into it now. We all know ChatGPT. I'm going to get right into the DeepSeek. So what is DeepSeek? DeepSeek, if you have not heard of it yet, you're not alone, okay? This is new to the game, but it's been out the company's been out since 2023, and they have now just released this new AI bot, okay? And it's one of the latest AI models to hit the market, and people are already buzzing, okay, about its potential to compete with ChatGPT. All right, so this is going to be so crazy. Like I mentioned, it's at a fraction of the cost. It's at a fraction of the cost. Not many resources are needed. Okay. And we're going to be putting some major big questions out here and seeing how these things compare. All right, we're going to be looking at all of them, seeing exactly how they compare, and see what they deliver on. See if it's overhyped. So we're going to find out. We're going to be doing a live demo. I have a list of prompts in different categories that I want to put to the test. All right, and we're going to be pulling up DeepSeek. We're going to be pulling up ChatGPT. And we're going to be seeing exactly how they compare. Now, what I tell everybody also, the big thing about any industry, it's not always best to be the best. It's better to be first, okay? So ChatGPT, hands down, okay, they were first in putting out this type of technology, this model. Now, of course, as we all know in any industry, things just tend to get better over time, okay? Whether it's with American-made software or technology, Chinese, the way I look at it, it's all humans, okay? Mankind, all right? So now mankind is going to continuously create this type of technology to be better, okay? So that's the whole point. So let's go ahead and get right into these prompts, man. I got several types of prompts. As you can see, we're going to be putting them from programming, writing, debugging, science, latest research, seeing how up to date these different programs know, okay, and what can they pull. So let's go ahead and get started, man. And these are some of the differences. I'm gonna be going over through these differences, which is crazy, okay? The differences between ChatGPT and OpenAI or DeepSeek. And like I mentioned, it's literally at a fraction of the cost, all right? Which is one of the biggest things, all right? ChatGPT, anywhere from $100 million up to $1 billion, all right? DeepSeek, approximately $6 million to develop and train their different models, okay? And they have different technologies and things like that. So like I mentioned, it's always best to be first. So OpenAI, they were first in the game. We're going to see how they adapt to this as well. But let's get right into the prompts. And if you want this to see the exact differences, you could always rewind the video and things like that, but we're going to be doing a deep dive here. All right, so let's get right into the prompts. I won't waste any longer. I'm gonna start off with the first one here. Let's go to current events. All right, current events. So what I'm gonna do here for ChatGPT, I'm gonna just place them right on in this same exact window here. And we want to see. I like the search feature though. I like that search feature in ChatGPT. And there you go. You could already start seeing it's searching and it's pulling information. I like that. It shows the resources. It's pulling its information from today. All right. Amazing. And what I also like as well, it will read the information to you.
Over the past 6 months, the field of artificial intelligence, AI, has witnessed significant advancements, particularly in the development of more efficient and cost-effective models. DeepSeek's R1 model. In January 2025, Chinese AI startup DeepSeek introduced its R1 model, which matches the capabilities of leading US AI technologies while being developed at a fraction of the cost. This breakthrough has challenged the long-held belief in US supremacy in AI technology and has prompted discussions about the future of AI development. Citon News 11, OpenAI's O3 Mini releases. In response to DeepSeek's advancements, OpenAI announced plans to release a new AI model, O3 Mini, for free. The O3 Mini offers advanced reasoning capabilities comparable to its predecessor models, but at a lower cost and with faster responses. This move aims to make advanced AI more accessible to a broader audience. Citon News 12. Debate on AI development approaches. The success of DeepSeek's R1 model, developed using openly shared research, has sparked a debate on whether American AI work should adopt a more open or closed approach. Proponents of open source development argue that it fosters innovation and benefits humanity, while opponents raise concerns about national security and the potential misuse of AI technologies. Citon News 13. These developments highlight a shift towards more efficient and accessible AI models, challenging existing paradigms and prompting a re-evaluation of strategies in AI research and development.
So like I mentioned, this is going to be crazy. All right, so we see ChatGPT's capability. With that implementation of being able to search the web, I mean, that changed a lot of things right there. It could pretty much pull in real time just about. All right, now let's take that same prompt. Let's move over to DeepSeek. And let's drop that exact same prompt inside of DeepSeek, see how the R1 technology model can handle that exact same prompt. And what I want to see is exactly if it's going. It doesn't show any kind of searches or sources that it's pulling from. Okay. But what we could see here, it's giving you a holistic view. And it's giving you pretty much the news in different fields. Okay. And I like how it's non-biased. I mean, look, they're not, look at this statement. OpenAI GPT-4 has continued to dominate the landscape. And they put that first. All right. So China's model, okay, is not taking ChatGPT's out of the picture, pretty much. You know, it can't take it out of the picture, but I mean, if they decided to, it could, if they programmed it that way. But look how it gave proper credit to ChatGPT. I mean, which to me is amazing. Mentions Google's Gemini model, Claude as well. It goes into different fields, AI and science and medicine, DeepMind's. Look at this, DeepMind's AlphaFold 3 has revolutionized protein structure predictions. I mean, this is crazy. So I like it also. I mean, it's just, to me, from just off of that prompt, it just shows us a different model. It's pretty much still giving great information. Now, I kind of like ChatGPT on this one, though. ChatGPT gave me more of a real time. It gave me the sources. DeepSeek, it gave me a holistic view. Okay, so I mean, which is still great as well. Right? It doesn't tell you anything about how up to date is this, when were these, you know, developed and looked at. So it depends on really what you're looking to get, okay, from that question and that prompt. Let's go ahead and move to the next prompt. Let's put the next prompt out here. All right, so the next one is going to be a programming in Python prompt. I like that, which has revolutionized anything for programmers or anybody that want to learn programming. You could just about learn any language now at a fraction of the speed that it would take you without this type of technology. All right, so let's go ahead and get this script here. So this is just writing a Python script that fetches real-time stock quotes from an API and saves them to a CSV file. What I'm going to do, instead of this being an API, since we're not going to be hooking up an API access key and anything, we're going to just use Finance library. All right, so we know Finance, that's Yahoo's library for stock quotes and things like that. So we're going to take that prompt and we're going to see exactly how the code comes back. Look at that. ChatGPT that gets right to it. They pull these proper libraries. Sleeps for 60 seconds and then it repeats. So it pretty much pulls this, looks like, on a minute-to-minute basis. Has your set of stock quotes here, or symbols that it'll be pulling. Creates the file name for you. I mean, this is perfect. And then it runs the program. Okay, so let's take that exact same prompt. Tells you even also the libraries you'll need to install. Walks you through, and then if you have any questions as well, you can just ask it. It'll start rewriting it. It'll start reformulating it. If you want to do different things, change the symbols, it'll do all of that for you. I mean, which is amazing. All right, ChatGPT is really, really good at writing code. And in any language as well. So let me go ahead and take that exact same prompt. Let's close this out. We're going to take that same exact prompt and we're going to drop that into DeepSeek. Oh, here we go. So they go ahead, they tell you the libraries to install. They create the function here. File name, of course, minute intervals. So it's basically creating a function that you would use that'll start running this information in. And then they tell you exactly how it works. Yeah. So right now, from what I'm seeing, they can both code. Okay. They can both code. They both give you proper instructions on exactly how to code if you don't know anything about it. They give you both the libraries, most up to date as far as fetching the information. I'm gonna give both of those a pass, man. Both of those, they are both great on programming. All right. And they're both fast. I mean, of course, if you want to make changes, of course, they'll definitely do some changes if you need. But from what I'm seeing, they both win. They did write the code a little different, but I mean, it's so many ways to code the same thing. Okay. From what I'm seeing, this is definitely a pass. Definitely a pass. All right. And then, of course, if you always want, like I mentioned, you could always modify these different things. All right. You could modify them. You could tell the programs to modify them. And not only that, you could use both of these, from what I'm seeing, to learn the programming language itself. All right. Which is crazy. All right. So let me go ahead. Let's go ahead and try the next prompt. All right. Next prompt here, we're going to do a math and logical reasoning. For anybody that's looking to finish up homework faster, I wish I had this type of technology when I was in school. Man, let me tell you, man, if we had this kind of technology while we were going through school, you have straight A's. Okay, I just read an article the other day about, I believe it was kids in a country in Africa. They were using ChatGPT to help them as far as tutoring, and they started learning at a way faster rate, okay, because of ChatGPT. So this is just the beginning, man. This is just the beginning. Give this type of technology 10, 15, 20 years. We got Trump putting billions of dollars now into the programming, into AI. This is definitely going to be revolutionary, man. So if you didn't see the other day when DeepSeek was released over the news wires, man, It was insane. Okay, it was so insane. So let's go ahead and put the math reasoning logic together here. All right. And also, like I mentioned, if you always want a list of these different AI tools, put them to use in your business, learn to make money using these different tools, head over to AI Hub 247. That's where we give you a free AI toolbox, all right, to get started. Different trainings and things like that will be coming out, but also you get full access to this, and it's completely free. All right, check the tools out. You can learn as we learn about them, because different tools are continuously coming out. Okay, so let's get into the reasoning portion here. Now, solve this problem. I'm sure it's going to solve it so fast. Look how fast it starts to. It tells you exactly how to solve it. Now that's nice. That's the tutoring part that I mentioned, where it's going to revolutionize schooling. If you had this tool while you was in school, man, I guarantee you will be having all A's. And then it gives you the answer. So what I like about ChatGPT here, it completely breaks down the problem. It walks you through the exact formulas, the exact ways, the steps to solve the problem before just giving you the answer. Right? Now, let's take that exact same problem. Let's go right into DeepSeek. You see that? Now, of course, we get the answer, all right? But they both get a pass on this, all right? What I really like, now you see how we prompted this, solve this problem, right? So if you hear some barking, that's my crazy dog in there. But what I like about both of these programs, the way they set up solving any problem, I just asked it to solve it. All right, solve this problem here. The train travels 200 miles at 50 miles an hour, stops for 30 minutes, and then travels another 100 miles at 40 miles an hour. What is the total time? Instead of these programs just giving you the answer, for which is what I asked for, it teaches you, okay? It walks you through exactly how to solve it. And I mean exactly. This one gives you a little more, looks like. Let me go back and compare that. So they both give you formulas as it's walking you through. I really like how DeepSeek, though, is breaking it down. I like how they are showing their formulas, right? And it's really it's really bold in certain portions. I really like the way that's breaking it down. I think I would really use this one more for any kind of equations and things like that. Just by the way it's breaking it down, it's more visually appealing than it just kind of, I mean, they both get the job done, though, right? They both do the job. They both give you the formulas, both give you the step-by-steps, but DeepSeek gives it a little more visually appealing, okay? And they both give you the answer, the correct answer at the end. So it's not just going to give you the answer. It's going to show you how to obtain the answer before giving it to you, which is perfect, all right? That is perfect. And they both perfectly solve the equation. So ChatGPT and DeepSeek, they both get a pass on this one. All right, let's get over to the next prompt. Let's check it out. let's check out the next prompt. So we have first, we've seen it programmed. They both could program any language. Matter of fact, let me ask that here. I want to ask exactly what languages can the programs program in. And I'm going to take that same prompt and we're going to put that into DeepSeek. All right. So if you don't know anything about programming at all, as you could see, you could completely learn it using these programs. Okay. ChatGPT, they'll teach you all of these programs. Look at this. From machine learning to Java to C++, HTML, Matplotlib, all the libraries, CSS. I mean, look at this. SQL. All of these you can learn completely for free using ChatGPT. All right, let's take that same prompt. We're going to take that and throw that into DeepSeek. Now let's see what languages DeepSeek can program in. Look how fast it is. The exact same languages, but look how fast that kind of. Did y'all see that? I mean, that spilled out that information so quickly. But look at this. So they are both efficient and the way I look at it, they're both professionals at all of these languages. They are professionals at every single programming language known to man. All right. Now, if you want to put yourself a curriculum together to learn these languages, look at this. Now, look, I could teach you all of these languages. Look, I could teach you every one of the languages. Let me ask that same question here. If you just have some time and a brain and these programs, you can learn any programming language. Look at this. Look, and I like this response really. I like both of them. All right. I really like both of them. Let me know which language you want to begin with. It'll start and I'll create a structured language learning pathway for you. All right. Now, DeepSeek, on the other hand, they say, well, I can't just teach you all of these languages because they know it's a bunch. All right. It's a lot to learn all of these languages. Now, what it can do, I can certainly guide you on how to get started with any of these languages. Right? I can give you examples, tips tailored to your goals. Let me know which language you're more interested in. And then I can, provide you a roadmap, share friendly examples, recommend books and courses, help you specific projects or problems. I mean, that's perfect. Now pick a language. I kind of want to test this though. I want to test this out. But it says pick a language, choose one based on your goal. All right. Start with the syntax, variables, loops, and functions. It kind of starts giving you a basic path to just about. Right? Practice. Now, that's something you're not going to get on automated, right? You have to put in the time with any of this stuff. All right? With any of these programs, with any of these languages, with any of these AI technologies, you have to put in time to learn them, right? So learn it because it's not going anywhere and it's only going to be for your benefit. So let's do this. I'm gonna start with DeepSeek for this one. I'm gonna say let's start with Python. Just because Python is user friendly, you can do just about anything with it. I'm gonna see what kind of structure it starts to kind of put together for you and see exactly how it works. So obviously right now it's taking a while. It's doing some thinking. Okay, that's the way I look at it. It's doing some things. It's putting some stuff together. And we're gonna see exactly what it's putting together. Oh, okay. Okay, now that's the first right there. That's the first hiccup I've seen, right? Not much, but it is something that I'm seeing that. Now watch me put that exact same prompt. And I'm sure to do it. We'll come back to it, but let me put that same prompt inside of ChatGPT. ChatGPT is not going to have server issues, okay? ChatGPT is not going to have, look how it's giving you everything you need right here, look. Look at this, man. They're telling you step by step on exactly what you need to do if you know absolutely nothing on programming in Python. All right. First, you're going to go to Python. You're going to download all of this here. You're going to install pip. Look at this. You need an IDE. Right? Look, they even give you the IDEs. They give you absolutely everything. Let's start learning the basics. When you do the hello world, hello Python, they give you your exact first program to start with. Look, start giving you variables and data types. Get your user input, your operations. I mean, you pretty much can start learning right here. They go into the conditional statements, looping, functions. I mean, import. I mean, you pretty much can learn complete programming just off of this. Just off of this. And let me go back to DeepSeek. I want to see what's up here, because that shows you that is something here. The server is busy. We don't need busy servers. All right. All right. See, when it's taking that long. When it's taking that long compared to ChatGPT, I mean, that starts to really show you something. I mean, that shows you right there. Look, the server is busy. All right, let me do this here just to make sure. What can you code in? Is it just for everything, or is it just for the entire? Look, the server is busy. You're not getting busy servers with ChatGPT. So already looks like just from this, and probably with the ongoing traffic. So obviously the DeepSeek is going to have to enhance their servers from what I'm seeing. Because they're going to be getting more and more traffic, more and more global traffic. Let me refresh just to make sure. Yeah, man. Refresh one more time. I'm gonna go back here just to make sure. All right. Okay. All right, so we're back on. All right, so we had to refresh everything. If servers are busy, I always refresh. So from what I'm seeing here, I'm liking this. They both handle programming well. All right, they can teach you all the languages you want. They're gonna definitely give you all the basics to start with, right? And then as you start to learn, you can go more and more in depth, right? But look at this. I mean, bam. They start telling you how to code, variables, of course, about your data types, inputs, They both do great on both of these. I'm not gonna lie, okay? They both doing great. So if you want to learn coding, if you want to learn any programming language, right, any of these, putting together your own models, learn. I mean, it's really that simple. It's never been easier to learn a coding language than it is now in 2025, right? You can learn anything, right? If you have a brain and an interest and that computer with internet, you can learn, right? And like I mentioned, if you want to learn about all of these tools, more and more tools, if you want to see how to put them together to make money online, different tools, definitely visit AIHub247.com. I'm giving out a free AI toolbox. Full disclaimer, we get commissions on all the tools as you sign up. I've paid my share of commissions to the different people, but you don't pay anything, okay? You're not paying me anything directly. It's all from the companies, right? But check them out, man. We got a free toolkit. I mean, it doesn't cost you a dime. You don't pay me a dime, right? I'm just showing you exactly what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, and I love doing it, right? So let's go to the next prompt. Let's get right back to it. All right, so the next prompt here. So we've gone through programming, we've gone through current events, we've gone through math and logical reasoning. Let's go into writing. All right. So we're going to write a 500-word short story about a time traveler who accidentally lands in ancient Egypt and must find a way back to the future. Okay. That's nice. All right. That's a few things I'm going to tell you about this, especially about ChatGPT. I'm going to see if it works. But see how specific it's saying I need a 500-word short story, right? All right, here we go. Look at this, man. If that's not, I promise you, if I had this tool in school, I would have one of the highest grade point averages in goddamn history. I mean, the kids today don't, man, look, if your kid is on the phone, which all kids are, they need to be learning this stuff. They have to be. I mean, it's kind of a waste of, man, boys, it's a waste if they're not. All right, if they're not learning anything about any of this technology, man, and they love being on the phone. I don't know any kid that does not love being glued to their phones, right? Put that to use and learn some stuff, man. All right, so this is what I'm going to do. This is what I've been seeing. Now, I asked for a very specific word count. Let's see how accurate it was in producing that word count. Oh, that was very good. That was very, very good. That was very good. So it gave me nearly exactly what I mean, 523 words. That's pretty exact. All right. And then as you're more detailed in your prompt, which I call prompt engineering, you get more specific things, more tailored to exactly what you are looking for. Okay. But from what I'm seeing, that prompt, from that prompt, that's official. That definitely wins. Let's take that into DeepSeek. Let's take that same exact prompt into DeepSeek and see how accurate it provides information. Okay. Now, what'll be crazy though is if they gave me the exact same story. All right, but it gives me a character, of course. Let's make sure it's not giving me. Okay. Not giving me the same character. That'll be crazy. Hold on now. All right. Yeah, so that's really good. I mean, that's good. I thought I was gonna get a server issue again. So from what I'm seeing, as time goes on, they may have to start to increase the capability of their servers. But let's take that, put that in here, and see how accurate that is. Okay, 575. Chat, I mean, that's more than 600. Let's round it up. That's 600 words. ChatGPT would win on the accuracy as far as the word count, but I mean, if you're not that much in a headache, you know that ain't no about. I mean, I need exactly 500 words. Both of those win, man. I mean, they're both giving you something. What I use these for is drafts. Okay, don't use these exactly, which you can. Okay, you can take them into a tool like Grammarly and start to really see if there are any plagiarism. Look. Look, you can start to see any plagiarism, see if any resource or sources are matching up with these. But I mean, those are perfectly great articles, and they're exactly about what you want them to be about. So I mean, really, hands down, they both get a pass. So let me get to the next prompt here. Okay, so let's get to the next prompt. So far, man, they're pretty much, I mean, honestly, they're pretty good, man. They're DeepSeek is really showing that it has the capabilities to match what ChatGPT is doing. All right. Now, ChatGPT, what I really like about ChatGPT is that search feature. Okay, when they added that to where it could search online for you, right? It could actually start to pull real-time data. It could talk to you, of course. Now they have the vision mode to where it could see. I mean, you start to see that ChatGPT is still ahead of the curve, all right? Now, of course, it costs 90% more money to do so. China has won on that. You know, they're creating these same type of models or something similar at a fraction of the cost, right? And that disrupted the market. When this dropped, man, y'all should have seen it, man. The market just tanked like, oh man, it just tanked. I mean, a mass tanking. The Nvidia shares dropped so rapidly, man. I mean, but like I said, it's all stuff that has to evolve, all right? All this stuff is forever evolving, right? ChatGPT was first with this technology. So let's go ahead and get to the next prompt. Explain how to analyze a company's financial health using key ratios like PE ratio, debt to equity, and ROE. Okay, that's nice. That's nice. So now we're getting more into the business and finance category. Oh, okay. So it starts to give you these formulas that you need, all right? Market share price divided by the earnings per share. Measure how much investors are willing to pay for $1 of earnings. Oh. So they give you the purpose, they give you examples, the interpretation. Then they move on to the debt to equity. So what this should start to show you is that these models, these tools pretty much are complete professionals. That's the way I look at it. Now, the human has the mind and capacity to start to use this type of information, right? But it's like your brain is literally hooked up to an infinite knowledge database. That's the way I look at it. You are literally hooking up your brain and mind to an infinite database, right? You can learn anything at any time through time, right? So pretty much I would give this a pass as well. So this definitely breaks down exactly. And then look at this. It gives you the summary. It tells you the formulas on all of them, what they mean, and the ideal range. The reason of knowing those, I mean, that's perfect. I mean, if that ain't perfect, I mean, what is? Let me take that same formula. Let's throw that into DeepSeek. All right. All right, so look at this. Both of these programs work. All right, from what I'm seeing, this DeepSeek is not playing around, really. Because you got to think about it too. You don't have to pay for DeepSeek, at least not at the moment. Right now, this is free, completely free, and it's a disruptor right now to ChatGPT because it is free, and they're actually being able to put out all of this to us in America or across the world, really. But look at it. I mean, it gives you the exact same thing. Like I mentioned before, what I like about it is that DeepSeek gives these formulas. I don't know why I like this, but they are they're way more visually appealing, man. Right? It's just something about it. Though they still give you the same exact information, right? You give you the same information, the purposes, the ranges, gives you a nice table here, right? Now DeepSeek, it's just the way they put these formulas, they start bolding stuff, And maybe it's because I'm on a black background, right? I don't know. It's just something about this DeepSeek. It just looks so clean and nice. But they both give you the exact same information. So they both are a win here. Both are a win, man. I mean, that's amazing right there. Oh, look at this. I was wrong, man. I was wrong. I just saw this. The capability is also here with DeepSeek to search the internet, man. It searches real-time data. Let's see here. Latest news on AI from today. Now, I'm not going to give it what today is, but it should know. You see that? Due to technical issues, doesn't have real-time data. Only up to 2023. That does give you recommendations. Okay, so right now, and I'm sure they'll fix that in the future. Right? They pretty much put that capability there, but it's not functional right now. We already know ChatGPT's is. They will get to searching, right? And they'll search even without you really asking it to, right? It'll start to pull information. But that's okay. Like again, I mentioned, DeepSeek right now is in its beginning stages here, just being released. Let's go ahead and get to the next thing. Now this is going to be big here. Debugging programs, debugging and explanations here. This is going to be nice. All right. So basically we're going to be giving ChatGPT and DeepSeek a function in Python for it to debug and to fix the program, right? So let's take a look. Let's see how that handles it. Let's get to the bottom. I know they have a bottom. Oh, here we go. Add a check for negative numbers before performing the calculation. Ooh. Summary of fixes. I like that as well. Added a condition to handle negative numbers. Oh, that's really nice. Let me see how that is. What was the function here? So basically we was passing a negative number into the equation. Okay, return 1. Else return n minus fraction. So this is probably where the negative was coming in. Fraction is not defined for negative numbers. I like that. So basically what it has done. Oh, let's see here. Here what it is. Okay, so at first here. Negative here. So the negative number was given at the error. So not only did it fix the error, it gave you a reason why it was happening, and then it fixes it and gave you the appropriate code here, right? So it added a condition to handle negative numbers. All right. So here, and then result equals equals 1 for in the range of 1. N plus 1 returns times equals I. Oh, that's perfect. So this, we already know ChatGPT is good at debugging. I mean, you could throw this in your VS Code, any Python IDE, and you could really start getting your coding down. And of course, we already showed you can learn coding right off of these programs. So let's take that exact same prompt. Let's throw it into DeepSeek. Gave you a try portion there. Test the function. I like that. Problem in the code. Man, look. If you are not learning any part of coding, you can be. Yeah, so this is amazing. I mean, they really both get a win here. They really get a win here. Let me see if it gave you any ways here. So they both give you the problems here. Of course, it understands what it should be doing, and then it spits out a new and improved code, gives you a summary here. DeepSeek does the same thing, man. Look at that, man. Oh man, it kind of gives you a little more here. Yeah, but they both give you, here's the corrected code, so it gives you everything, tells you the problems here, why is your code not working. So I would say you could use both of these. DeepSeek handles debugging any code, from what I'm seeing, perfectly. I mean, that's perfectly handled. That is perfectly, man. That's perfect. And of course, you know, it's 1,000 ways to code the same thing, so we're not really saying, oh, it has to look this way and everything, but from what I'm seeing, DeepSeek, this handles it perfectly. Then it even gives you the testing portion here to make sure it runs. It gives you a try and accept statement, handles any of your value errors here. Man, that's perfect, man. That is perfect here. Then I like how it gives you some other kind of ways to improve your code that you really didn't ask for. Right? It tells you everything wrong, gives you your fix, and then it's like, well, if you want to do this way as well, or look, additional improvements. I like that. Now, I really do like that. That's a big come up there. It gives you help with improving your code that you didn't even ask for, right? So that's another plus for the both there. That'll win for both of them there. Let's get to the next prompt. Let's take a look here. Let's take a look at the next prompt here. So we're doing coding. All right, here we go. Okay. Now this helps here as far as, like I mentioned, tutoring, right? If you want to tutor, learn anything, let's go ahead and do this. Explain quantum entanglement in simple terms for a 10-year-old. That's nice. Let's go ahead and see how that happens. So I like how it breaks that down into a story, right? Imagine you and your best friend each get a pair of magical walkie-talkies. No matter how far apart you are, whether you're in different rooms, different cities, even different planets, when you press the button on the walkie-talkie, your friend's walkie-talkie instantly reacts. That's kind of like quantum entanglement. Ooh, so that's nice. Basically, it's like having a magical connection that works instantly across all distances. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Okay, that's a great explanation. Let's see how DeepSeek explains that. Okay, we'll turn the search feature off here. So both of them, I mean, I would say really both of these win. Let me see here. They give you both kind of some different analogies that are help for a 10-year-old. Imagine you have two special magical coins. These coins are connected in a super cool way, right? And if you flip one coin and it lands on heads, the other coin will always land on tails. If the first coin lands on tails, the second one will always land on heads, no matter how far apart these coins are, even if one is on Earth. See, I like how both of them put the planetary and distance thing, right? Doesn't matter about the distance. So both of them, ChatGPT and DeepSeek, they both went on that, right? Explaining quantum entanglement to a 10-year-old. I mean, they both put them in simple terms, man. They give them both stories. They give them something that they can follow and understand. They both get a win on that, right? Let me go to the next prompt. Let's take a look here. Let's see exactly the next prompt here. Let's see. So far, man, what I'm seeing, besides the search, now, like I mentioned, that web search to where you could kind of search real-time data in the web with ChatGPT, which, like I mentioned, you have that option here, but right now they're saying it's basically due to technical issues, that feature right now is unavailable. But of course it'll be updated, right? I'm sure they'll update it. It's a fairly new app that's been released, and like I mentioned, it's completely free, right? It's completely free. All right, so let's get to the next prompt. Let's see how it handles the next prompt. So of course we've gone through programming, debugging, we've gone through current events. It's just crazy, man. And like I mentioned, these are all the differences here, man. These are all the key differences between ChatGPT and DeepSeek, right? The big one is the cost. That's what has the whole world in an uproar. That's the main thing, and the main discussion is because ChatGPT is costing so much. It costs $100 million up to $1 billion to maintain and train these models, while DeepSeek is only costing up to $6 million. $6 million for the same type of technology. And for users, it's completely free. Completely free. And that's just at the moment. That's what I say. At the moment, it's free because ChatGPT started off free. But right now, DeepSeek is free, and they are just as good from what I'm seeing as ChatGPT. All right, so if you want a free alternative to some completely powerful AI technology, DeepSeek will be. Now, what I should have done, what I'll do in another video though, is compare, because this is of course the paid program here. I'll compare their free models, right, and start to see exactly how that works along with this free model. Now that's the real test. But from what I'm seeing here, they're both great programs. So let's go here. Got a few more prompts we want to test here. I'm gonna go ahead. Let's get to the history and culture. So what were the main causes of the collapse of the Roman Empire, and how do they compare to modern day challenges? Ooh. Man, like I keep saying, I wish I had this program when I was in school. Man, I'm telling you, you could write. Everything is writing. I mean, any language, any writing, any of your science classes, they could teach you any science problem, anything, man. Oh, I like how this is breaking this down. Let's look again at that prompt. So the causes of the collapse of the Roman Empire, and how do they compare? Ooh, so I like how it's breaking this down into categories. It's giving you the Romans and then the modern comparison, which is major. Okay, that's major in itself. Let me take a look here. Oh yeah, that's hella nice. Okay. They give you the economic problems and how it compares, the military decline and how it compares, the invasions, how it compares. I mean, that is, man, come on. Give me any kind of history kind of assignment. I mean, right now, man, if you have a child right now and they have history problems or any kind of learning ability problem, man, get them on ChatGPT. Give them ChatGPT or DeepSeek, man. That I guarantee you they will improve their schooling and lecturing immediately. Let's see how DeepSeek handles that exact same prompt. I need to cut this off. So we obviously know here their search capability, and there it is. Look at it. It's giving me the exact same rundown. Man. It pretty much gives you the exact same format. But they're giving you looks like a little more here, but they are both winning. They both win. So DeepSeek, man, I mean, is really holding up. I mean, as far as debugging and programming, creating. We saw it knows every language that you could think of as far as language programming or creating your own models, AI, and different things like that. But it knows everything. And then once they fix this feature here, the search feature, man, it's gonna get crazy. And this is just the first model. I'm not even using this model right now. The R1 reasoning model. All right. But so far as you could see, both of these programs, DeepSeek is holding up, man. This is really holding up. I mean, gives you the exact same thing. And it's all for free. It's free. It's completely free to sign up and use this technology, right? And then as you know, you can start using this technology in all of your marketing, right? All of your headlines, all of your scripts, all of your ideas, all of your everything. Any and everything really starts with writing and words. If you don't know everything, right? No matter what it is, it's all basically comes down to words. And having these tools in your pocket allows you to expand, man. I mean, it's literally having a whole universal brain in your pocket, right? You don't have to know it because ChatGPT will know it, right? As soon as you want to know something, if you have an interest in knowing any of this stuff, boom, you have these tools. So let's get to the next prompt. We got a few more I want to go through, but so far, man, I'm telling you, DeepSeek is really changing the game. Like I mentioned, it's a fraction of the cost. It's a fraction of the cost producing nearly the exact same results, man. All right, so let's get to the next one here. Now, language and translation. Now, let's see here. Translate this paragraph from English to French, maintaining a formal tone. A meeting will take place at the head office next Monday at 10 a.m. All employees are required to attend. All right, so if you have employees, if you're working with any foreign employees and things like that, of course you got Google Translate, but let's take a look and see exactly how these tools handle translating what you need translated, right? So language barrier, this eliminates language barriers, right? Now what I like, where this really comes in handy, what I like is the speech, right? Read out loud. Listen to this.
La réunion aura lieu au siège social lundi prochain à 10 heures. Tous les employés sont tenus d'y assister.
I mean, come on. I don't even need to know how to say it. Look, I put my computer on the phone. Put my computer on the phone and let it talk.
La réunion aura lieu au siège social lundi prochain à 10 heures. Tous les employés sont tenus d'y assister.
Bam. I can let every one of my employees in France know exactly the meeting starts at 10 a.m. All right, so this is a big feature that's a great game changer right here, right? Let's go ahead and get this translated as well here. Bam. Now what I want to see is, let me see if it's translating the exact same way. So a few differences. I mean, of course they say the same thing just about, but I mean, a few differences there, as you can see here. Oh, that's the same there. All right, so they both win. The big win, what I like here, is the ability to have the speech portion. All right, that speech portion is a nice game changer. All right. And then let's get to the last and final prompt here. See how everything is handled here. And if we could find it here we go. All right, so ethical and philosophical discussions here. See how it handles this. Is artificial intelligence more likely to benefit or harm humanity in the long run? Now that's a great question. Here we go. I like how it gives it a breakdown. It gives a breakdown in just about all the different ways here. Let me see here. And the risk. Ooh, so it's kind of like a non-biased way. Oh, that's perfect. AI has immense potential to improve society, health, and global challenges. However, without ethical safeguards. So it's pretty much telling you exactly what you know, right? Without being ethical with these type of things, they're double-edged swords, right? They're double-edged swords. Let's see what DeepSeek has to say about it. So they pretty much give you the same type of thing, man. They give you the same type of outlook as far as pros and cons. It's kind of like a non-biased way. Long term, as I think of it, AI is definitely going to help, right? But of course, it has to be ethically used, right? You don't want it to lose control, being some type of Terminator type of thing. Well, guys, man, this has been the outlook of both ChatGPT versus DeepSeek. And DeepSeek, man, at a fraction of the cost, as far as developing it, is a great program, right? For the users, it's completely free right now. Gives you the same type of stuff as ChatGPT. And if you want to learn more about different tools, different AI products, and how to make money online using these kind of products, definitely be sure to check out our website, AIHub247.com. And y'all stay tuned for the next video. And be blessed.